Join us as we explore one of the greatest coastal cities in America, beautiful Destin, Florida, with an abundance of recreation, dining, and outdoor activities. This is the gem you've been looking for. So look, I travel all over this country for real estate events, probably 10 or 12 a year. And every time I meet somebody new, they ask me, where do you live? And I say, beautiful Destin, Florida. And they all say, where the hell is that? So beautiful Destin, Florida is still a hidden gem with beautiful, pristine beaches, a vibrant atmosphere, shopping, dining. This is the hidden gem that you've been missing. So let's talk about the beaches. We have a ton of beach access throughout the Destin area. Most of them are going to get you directly down to the beautiful turquoise water and the sugar white sand beaches of our area. Now, don't be surprised if you come at certain times of the year and that turquoise water tends to be pushed out a little bit, or you may have some seaweed. That does happen here. It's not perfect every day, but these are some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. And today we're going to go over some of the great beach access points that you should hit when you come and visit our beautiful area. Henderson Beach State Park is a private beach located here right in the heart of Destin. It is a beautiful layout. They have pavilions, they have bathrooms, they have grills for birthday parties. It is a great place to gather with friends and hit the beach, but also have the luxury of bathrooms, grills, everything else we mentioned. The one thing you do need to know about before you head to Henderson Beach is they do charge $6 per car to get in for the parking and the access to the bathrooms and everything else that they offer. One of the coolest things and memories I have about Henderson Beach was after my grandma had her stroke years ago, we were able to get her in her wheelchair down there to the beach. And at the time, they had these big wheelchairs with beach tires on it. We were able to move her over into this beach wheelchair and get her all the way down to the water. So that was one of the greatest memories I had of my grandma after she had her stroke. And it really speaks to the volume of what the care and the take that this community has done for that particular beach and the things that they offer. Henderson Beach also has camping starting at $30 per night. So you can actually camp right there within the park. And the cool part is you're located right across the street from Walmart and some other little restaurants and stuff. So you can actually walk over there and grab some food. And it's kind of a quaint little place. Again, a lot of people don't know about it and they don't take advantage of this beautiful Henderson State Park. Crystal Beach is another hidden gem here along the Emerald Coast in the Destin area for beach access, right? It is a great little community. They have beautiful beach houses you can rent by the week, some by the weekend. If you're coming down for a short little trip, Camille's Seafood and Sushi that's right there located in Crystal Beach is a great spot to be able to just walk right in, grab dinner, and enjoy the beautiful beach atmosphere. If you're here visiting Destin, Florida, and you want to hit one of the tourist trap beaches, Crab Trap is the place for you. You won't find any locals there on a Saturday or Sunday, but you will find a ton of tourists because it is well known as the place to be on the weekend for anybody coming into the area that isn't staying directly on a beach or doesn't have direct beach access, because they have a huge parking lot. They have a waterfront bar and grill, playground underneath for the kids to go and enjoy. So it is a great place if you're not staying directly on the beach, and you don't have beach access. It's a great place to drive to, park, and be able to enjoy the beautiful beach. Another convenient bonus of going to the Crab Trap is if you're staying at a place that's very close that has a golf cart, you can take the golf cart directly there. They have golf cart parking set aside specifically for people staying in the general area that want to enjoy the beautiful beach. One of the other great beaches in the Destin area is the Back Porch. This is an awesome restaurant and oyster house founded in 1974. So it is one of the longest standing beach access points in Destin. And this beach access is located right in the heart of Destin, right across from the track. So it's very accessible. The food is absolutely amazing soft shell crab sandwich. Make sure you get one. And the beach there is white sand and turquoise water. Imagine that. Just like everywhere else. It's absolutely amazing. You go like 30 miles down the road and it's the same. Come see us. We love it. When it comes to outdoor activities, Destin, Florida's got you covered. There are tons of options when it comes to deep sea fishing in the Destin, Florida area. We have party boats, which is actually when you put like 50 complete and total strangers on a boat together and you go out for 4 or 5 hours and you go out and go fishing together. Typically, a lot of times you get your lines caught with the guy right next to you. You ended up almost wanting to punch him in the face, but that's one of the easiest, cheapest ways to get out on the water and go fishing for a half a day or maybe even a full day. But there's also private charters and luxury fishing charters that you can go out on. So the private charters typically are 6 to 8 passengers, and you can go out from somewhere between 4 and maybe even a 10-hour trip. Okay, and by the 10-hour trip, as you can imagine, the further you go out, the longer you're out, the bigger the fish you're gonna catch, the more likely you could snag maybe a shark or some sort of big grouper or red snapper. We have tons of different species of fish in this area, and depending on what fishing season it is, meaning there's certain times of the year that you can only catch red snapper within this time frame or grouper during this time frame. So if you're looking for a specific species of fish, you need to make sure that you're coming to the area during that open fishing season for that particular type of fish. Another more luxury type of fishing trip is you can actually take 2 and 3 day excursions here out of the Destin, Florida area. So what they do on these trips is they may go out to what we call the oil rigs over in Louisiana, and you go out there and you may spend the night out there fishing around the rigs. The rigs are known to bring up some of the most beautiful, tasty fish in our area, like tuna. The crews and the captains of these charter boats and fishing boats here in our area is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, because families will come down here, go fishing with a particular boat, then as soon as they're leaving, they will book with that boat again the following year to come back in them. Like, there's people that have created long-lasting relationships with the captain of the boat that they went fishing on because they had such a great time with their family, and it's something that they cherish. They end up spreading the word, giving referrals out for this boat captain because they had such an amazing time. So that has really, the word of mouth for the fishing village here has been spread year over year. And I know, me personally, whenever I have friends and family come into town, one of the most requested questions I get is, hey Mark, who should we go fishing with? Who's the best to go out and fishing with? I want to go catch this. Who should I go with? So, having the right team and the right list of captains to go out with and the right boats to go fishing on is very, very important if you want to have a successful fishing trip in our area. One of the other luxury types of fishing in our area is sport fishing. So you can go out sport fishing for marlin and sailfish. And we actually have one of the biggest tournaments in our area, the Emerald Coast Billfish Classic, which is hosted usually every June, and it's based out of Destin Marina. And this brings in some of the top sport fishing boats from around the world that come in to compete in this tournament for a huge purse each and every year. Snorkeling is one of the coolest activities you can do in our area, and if you go snorkeling around the jetties right there at the mouth of the Destin Harbor, you have the opportunity to hopefully see some sea turtles and some cool sea life while you're in our area. One of the most popular activities for the more adventurous type person in our area is parasailing. The cool part about it is you can get up there high enough above our emerald green waters to see sharks, potential sea turtles, and other sea life as you're up there flying around, getting a bird's eye view of the entire Emerald Coast. Helicopter tours are another great way to get a bird's eye view of the entire Emerald Coast. They have different levels of tours ranging from 8-mile tours all the way up to 50-mile tours. So it kind of can fill any budget. So don't think that just because you see a helicopter flying by that that's too expensive to go and enjoy with your family. Definitely look into it if you're in our area because it is very affordable. Golf is another activity that is a huge draw, a huge attraction to our area from people coming here to visit. So we have Emerald Bay, Regatta Bay, Kelly Plantation, Indian Bayou. We have a slew of golf courses all located right in the Destin area and even right outside of the Destin area in Miramar Beach, Sandestin, 30A. There are golf courses all around this beautiful Emerald Coast, and these are some of the most beautiful courses you've ever seen. Some of the holes are laid out right along the bay. You have beautiful shots of the pristine Choctawhatchee Bay, as well as there's some other courses that have some holes that are over on the Gulf side. So you have some Gulf views from some of those courses as well. So when you're here in our area, make sure you hit up these beautiful golf courses. These are some of the most beautiful courses we have in our area, and we have a ton of other courses in surrounding cities and areas here along the beautiful Emerald Coast. One of the things you need to make sure you do is get your tee time well in advance. Some of these courses fill up pretty far out because people know they're coming here on vacation. So one of the tips I can always say is make sure you're looking for some deals online too, because some of these courses are pretty expensive. So if you can find some of those afternoon rates where maybe the weather's a little bit warmer, you may be able to get the price lowered for your actual tee time. We have 2 different premium shopping and dining experiences here along the Emerald Coast in the Destin area. One is the Destin Commons. There's 85 plus shops, a ton of different restaurants. We've got a Bass Pro, we've got a bowling alley, we've got a movie theater. The second location we have is the Destin Harbor Boardwalk. We have luxury shopping. We have a slew of waterfront dining options. We got live music. We got zip lines. We've got the Destin Water Taxi. And on Thursday nights in the summertime, you could see a beautiful fireworks display overlooking the Destin Harbor. Fudpucker's Beachside Bar. There is not a more confusing restaurant in our area. Beachside, or should they say roadside, because it's actually located right along Highway 98. There's not even a beach in sight. Where the hell do they come up with this name? If you're looking for nightlife in the Destin, Florida area, we have you covered. We've got Coyote Ugly, we've got AJ's, we've got the Red Door, we've got the Down Under Bar, we've got Fudpuckers. There's a slew of places you can go and stay out to the wee hours of the morning to get your nightlife fill. You will not find me at any of these places anymore, but I used to close them down quite often. So if you're interested in moving to the beautiful Emerald Coast, or you're just traveling here on vacation, hit the like and subscribe button. We're gonna cover all of the ins and outs of what each area along the beautiful Emerald Coast looks like and what the opportunities could be for you if you decide to call this home.